good things usually happen.
You're just not going to be in that sort of country unless you're sheep hunting.
It might kill me to get a ram, but today's a good day to die, you know, or like, you know, it's just like I'm gonna give it my all, see if I can't come out on top. So you drew a sheep tag with very little points in the random draw at that, right?
Yep.
And so did you ever look at what the odds were on that tag?
I think it was 0.25 or something like that.
No.
0.025?
0.011.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not kidding you. Yeah. 0.011 is 1% chance.
Yeah. It's insane. And yeah, I still can't believe I drew it. And I think Dan was the first person I called. Like, oh, you know, because there's a chance, because I put in for moose and goat and that sort of thing, and I'm like, oh, well, I was kind of open for that, and I'm like, successful on the Bighorn. I'm like, I better hit refresh a few times, and yeah, sure enough, it was legit. Day one, loading up the horses, hitting the trailhead. Been told there's some rams on the spot we're gonna go glass. So, should be an exciting morning. Hopefully we can locate them.
Ready to go. Backcountry Cadillacs. Get us up the mountain. Take me up, I'll take you down.
Saddled up, ready to go. Tim, we'll go find this mountain monarch. Big old sheep.
Trying to kill several rams right here. That's good sheep country right here. Didn't take too long. We spotted some sheep just up the drainage here. I think they're just some ewes, but it's cool to see sheep on day one. It's nice. The weather's nice and cool. Feels like hunting season. I got Western. Saved some elk calves and some fawns. So, yeah, triding up, and Dustin said, there's a black bear right there. Of course, I don't have a tag with me. I have a tag, just not with me. He's like, are you sure I can shoot it? I'm like, go for it. So, we're gonna skin it out, get on the sheep hunting. Yeah.
Appreciate you letting me shoot that.
Absolutely.
On your hunt.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty cool.
Can't believe you guys talked me into it, made me shoot this thing.
So we came down off the ridge up top. It was getting cold. We're starting to get a little bit of weather. So I popped down. They're like these little shoots. So far, just lots of lambs and ewes. But you couldn't see sheep. That's what the times it was. Just gotta find one with vulgar. All right, day 2, loading them up. It's a little chilly this morning, and the weather's calling for snow and rain.
Did you feel the pressure, or at first was it just enjoy it and then the pressure started to build as the season went on? And
Yeah, like the anticipation leading up to the hunt, it's like, man, I just want to enjoy it, take every day in. And everybody was like, just take every day in, enjoy the vistas, enjoy, just being outside. And, as days rolled on, day 1, day 2, day 3, as it went on, it's like, I'm just having a great time. Like you're just not going to be in that sort of country unless you're sheep hunting. We made this long pull up. I think we did 1,700 vertical feet of elevation gain just to get a look at this big basin.
Right below that tan Chinese wall.
With the hole in it? With the funnel?
Yep, there's water right there. Alright, so we made it up to our glassing spot. Just kind of at one point. You can see a lot of different country, a lot of different cuts. I'm trying to look for water. Dustin was saying that you find water, you're going to find rams. So that's what we were looking for. There's some water down here. Now we're just glassing the shade to see if we can catch a ram. Just taking a little snooze.
Saw lots of using lamb, just couldn't get a ram found, which is really surprising. So anyway, we're gonna pack down to the mules and go back to the cabin, get us some food and good night's sleep, and get after tomorrow.
We were starting to go back, coming down the mountain, and we looked back, just like one more look. There's a different angle, and sure enough, there was 7 rams.
There's one standing facing to the left, and there's one bedded facing us. Oh, and there's a third one. That's a broomed ram too. Ha, we found some rams, fella.
Nice.
Best thing I've seen all day.
You can't see any of that from where we were sitting.
No, you can't see that.
He's coming out right now.
He's short, way short.
Is he?
Yep. That other one that just walked across was pretty good.
Coming now. That's a good ram.
Yeah, that one would shoot for sure.
Yeah, that is a shooter ram.
He's gone already.
Here, I'd have you look at him. We got ram spotted. One really good. There's about 7 rams in there.
You can't see.
Got one really good one. So we're just gonna make a plan. We got good video of them, and we're trying to make a plan for tomorrow. Super exciting! Holy cow! You're on our way out, and we were just kind of glassing back, and it's just a spot we couldn't see all day, like right above the timber. So it's exciting. Very, very exciting. So we'll make a plan and get after them tomorrow.
I'll make sure. For my tag, it's for a Bighorn ram. Not a ewe, not a ewe. Always double check your tags. nice downhill 400 plus yard shot.
It's a nice ram. It's not the one we were looking at, I don't think, last night. Got 6 rams right here. One of them definitely more mature than the others. I think he's for sure 7, maybe 8. Just trying to be realistic with myself. I don't know how much more in it I got in me. Let's go pull.
They were unsure, like, because it was so early in the season, they didn't want me to have any regret, taking a sheep that I wouldn't be happy with. And, being up there, I'm like, man, we made this amount of effort. That sheep looks great to me. And so, but, after we'd, had something to eat, because you're fatigued and like your mind just starts going places. It's like, and you get some water in you, it's like, then you can start settling down and taking a closer look through the spotter and, looking for the look, that he was telling me about. And so ended up, the guides were like, we should probably pass on this ram.
Hey Luke, where's one of the places you don't want to be in a lightning storm?
Oh, on top of the mountain.
And where are we right now?
On top of the mountain.
We got into some thunderstorms. Holy cow. Next level with horses running around trees and hail's coming down. It's like, we got to get off the top of this mountain. We actually, after that, because I'm a resident, I'm just an hour from where we were hunting. I asked the guide, I'm like, hey, is there any, because this was in September, I asked him, is there any merit to coming back in October, as weather rolls in, it just gets even better. And he's like, that's not a bad idea, just as long as I can line up dates, because he had some other hunts he had to do. So we were able to line up some dates and come back for another 5 days.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you did like a stretch in September, and then you talked it over with
Yep.
him, and he's like, okay, let's see if we can work out some dates for October.
Yep.
So you actually did a second stint with him.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Went back in October. You find any rams in October?
Yeah, we found 3 rams, a group of 3. Had to make a long pull. We did it all in one day. Luckily, we found them in the morning and had enough time to get around, go down to the main trail, and then back up the mountain to another, big ridge that connects with them. If we were able to make a play on them, so got up there, and this ram was like so kind of what I was looking for, but he was just young, like he had the length and everything, but he didn't have the mass. And so at that point, I just come this far. It's like, well, if I'm going to wait, I'm just going to wait. And so that was a tough one. That was second to last day with my guide that I had for the 10 days allotted. And so that was really tough, but I just knew it's like, if I just keep going up the mountain, like something will show up. So I ended up passing on that ram as well. And I remember taking a video of myself coming out. It's like, I know some people might call me crazy, but I just have a feeling like something's gonna, turn for the better. Put in this much time. It's like, if I don't come out, if I don't tag out, it's like, man, I went down trying, and that's something we talked about a lot. It's like having no regrets on especially a tag like this.
Finished out with the outfitter.
Yeah.
And then probably got the talk from Dan, which I love. Everything he says is just like so true to heart. I heard this saying, it might kill me to get a ram, but today's a good day to die, or like, it's just like, I'm gonna give it my all, see if I can't come out on top. So get done with the outfitter, and then you're like, how many days do I have left? And now you've been gone from your house, gone from your wife quite a while, gone from your job. Pretty soon your brain starts to think, well, like, gosh, I may lose my job over this deal. I may lose my wife, or, you're not going to, but yeah, it's like tough mentally to keep going. You've already sacrificed so much for this hunt.
did not find a lack of sheep, just the wrong gender. There's a couple small rams in here, but so we're just gonna hunt our way out and see if there's anything down on the other side. Going out, we can look back around the other side of this, and we're seeing some bigger groups, so maybe locate another ram that we just didn't see coming in. So here we go.
My buddy Josh Martolio with Shoshone Lodge, he was out goat hunting with a client actually, and he sent me an inReach message while we were out sheep hunting. Yeah. And I just happened to be in the smallest tick of cell service. And that's crazy because I just turned on my phone to check my messages, but he's like, hey, you still looking for a ram? And I was like, yeah, we're still hunting. And he's like, oh, I got some rams found.
Lucky tag holder, Luke Washington. We are headed up in the snow. We're gonna find a ram.
So now we're into late season, and the exertion it takes you to do 1 mile on dry dirt is like 3 miles in the snow. Man, it just takes a wear and tear on you, especially in the high country, right? So you had to posthole through some snow as well.
Yeah. We parked the horses and started making our way up.
We see the rams. They're right around this corner here. A couple 100 yards. Gotta get in position. Here we are. On top of the world, and we got rams right over the hill. Now we just gotta find the big one out of the group and kill it.
We started making our way over to where we could see down in the slide where Josh last saw the sheep, and sure enough, they were still there.
Oh, you glassed them up in there?
They didn't move. He sent me a pin where they were, and they were exactly right there.
He's quartering towards. Hold 2 inches left for wind, okay? Just wait.
Okay.
Wait for a perfect broadside, okay? A quartering away.
Okay.
You see him?
Yep.
Make sure you study him. He's the big one?
Yep.
Okay.
He's to the left of the rock?
Yes. He's right on top of that tree.
Yep. Should I go?
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Squeeze, take your time, nice and slow. Reload. He's coming towards us. He's coming towards us.
Did I miss?
I think so. Did you hold right on?
Yeah.
He's in the gully. Towards us and left a little bit. Right behind the shoulder. Dropped him.
Shut up.
Got him. Got him. He went down like a sack of shit. I hope that's the one. Did you check him before you shot?
Yeah.
Did it look like him?
Yeah.
You hammered him that time. Good job. Good job. There he is. Sigh of relief.
So many different emotions. Just pounding through these mountains and trying to make it happen and stay together. And I can't thank Dan enough for sticking with me and pushing me, because I definitely wouldn't have pushed myself to do something like this. And I just knew everybody had told me to come together, to just stay together. Yeah, but I know I had a lot of people praying for me, and it's just hard not to be emotional.
That's right, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
What is this, 15, 16 days?
16 days, I think. But I had a lot of support from my wife, and she's just kept telling me it's once in a lifetime, you just got to get it done. And, yeah, man, this was kind of like a big push, and it pushed in here thanks to... I can't thank everybody that's been involved in this. I mean, there's so many people, including my wife, my beautiful wife at home, and been letting me compound the mountains for basically 2 months trying to find one of these guys. And I think the man upstairs for blessing me with the opportunity to be out here in his creation. I wanted to thank Ike Eastman for sending me with an outfitter for the first part of this hunt, and I couldn't have done it without him. And I got to see some awesome country with the guys at Morning Creek Outfitters, and yeah, no, I'm happy as a clam, man. I know we got a lot of cutting to do and got quite the pack out back to the truck, but thanks for joining us on today's episode. Remember, fair chase is the only way to hunt and take trophy big game. We'll see you next week right here on Eastmans.
Well, congratulations, man. It's a heck of a ram, heck of a story, and yeah, it's you definitely earned them and had to work for them too. So you're a sheep hunter now.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd like to.
It's so cool.
I like to say, I'd love to, go on another one, down the road, maybe chasing a doll sheep. But those are not cheap these days. So, but I mean, just like anything, if it's important to you, then you'll figure out a way to do it. So.
Yep. Never say never.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Well, good job, you two.
Appreciate
it's a heck
it.
of a ram.
Well, that's a sight right there with a ram. Out we go.